Inshallah. Thank you.
Well, that's the news from the center then. Chittagong Kings winning the toss and electing to bowl first.
Thank you, Rashid. And the story from the Middle East, Chittagong Kings has won the toss and they have opted to bowl first. Prim Heights, Abdullah Khan, Amjad Khan, Irfanullah, Mehraban Shah, Muhammad Arshad, Muhammad Dawood, Muhammad Naeem, Captain Rafiq Zaman, Rahman Gul, Riyaz Khalik, and Saqib Khan. And talking about Chittagong Kings, Ehsan Shahzad, the captain, Amir Hamza, Ansar Khan, Keshav Sharma, Muhammad Imran, Muhammad Muhib, Muhammad Umar, Sajjad Murshad, Tariq Mahmood, Usman Khan, and Zahid Munir. Looking very strong, the Chittagong Kings. Winning the toss and opting to bowl first. To start the proceedings with the ball, it's Zahid Ali, who was brilliant last night, especially in that floating power play, giving away just 8 runs. Umpire says play on, and so Zahid to Rafiq Zaman. Wild swing, trying to clear that mid-off fielder. Valiant effort from the fielder Amir Hamza, but off the mark. Couple of runs for Rafiq Zaman and couple of runs for Prim Heights. And I've got alongside me is my co-commentator, looking handsome in blue attire. It's Bande ka naam Faizan Khan. Welcome, Faizan.
Thank you so much, Mudassir. It's always fun to be a part of the Combox where you are. He's got a funny bone in his body, and the you're listening to from the background are coming from Rashid and Shoaib, who are sitting in the Combox alongside with us, enjoying their free time, me time for both of them. This is in the air, straight to hand, out of it.
2 in a row. The first time, the first ball he played towards that mid-off, there was a chance for Amir Hamza. Now a straight chance put on by the bowler himself, Zahid Ali. Was not in control, just trying to go after each and every delivery. Rafiq Zaman.
That's how Rafiq plays. Every time. Clearing his front leg, trying to go big on every single delivery. And got a lot of energy.
Zaman is having some luck in Ajman.
This is up in the air, not time to perfection from Rafiq. And it won't go to the distance as well. So that's a good save coming in from the fielder there. It's only 2 runs. In fact, it's just 3 runs on the board for the simple reason that 1 run was given short on that first ball. They had run 2, but 1 shot was given by the umpire there.
Intentions are very clear from the captain, Rafiq Zaman, trying to go after the bowler and take advantage of that power play. They have started off really well. The previous encounter as well, Rafiq Zaman and Dawood.
Oh, swing, edge, 4.
Brave enough, chasing that short pitch delivery. What matters are the 4 runs. Lucky runs for Rafiq Zaman and more runs for Prim Heights.
Well, that's how he plays. And that is what matters in a 10-over game. You get runs. Doesn't matter. Nobody's going to talk about your technique. Nobody's going to talk about how long you stay at the crease. They're going to talk about how many runs you scored in how many deliveries. And Rafiq knows that.
Oh, yes. But as a bowler, you need to be clever enough. You need to get those variations. If you provide him that pace, you'll leak the runs.
Absolutely. Rafiq on 7. Prim Heights on 7. And up in the air once again, played away from the body, top edge. It'll take some catching. The bowler does that, and he grips that in between his 2 fingers. So finally, Rafiq, who was surviving dangerously, goes back to the pavilion. It's the end for the captain. It's 7 for 1.
Was looking dangerous. Did not change the pace in his delivery. What all he did was the changing his line and length, just pulling the length back and bowling away from the right-hand batter. Excellent catch taken by the bowler himself. Zaman departs after making 7 on board for the loss of 1. Strikes in first over, getting rid of Rafiq Zaman. And in comes Saqib, yet another dangerous batter in this lineup of Prim Heights.
This is played down the ground, clearing his front leg. Runs is what matters. Nicely done by the new batter Saqib. It's gone to the boundary for a 4. Look at that once again. Into the stumps, picking it up and hitting it over the head of the mid-on fielder. That's 4 more. 1 over gone, 1 wicket down, 11 on board.
Fan code T10 Bash, and thanks to our sponsor Fan Code. They were always there whenever it comes to cricket here in UAE domestic circuit, and we need such kind of support.
Absolutely, yeah. You can watch us in India on Fan Code. Brilliant channel on YouTube. Oh, big shot coming out on the very first delivery by Keshav. And missing it completely. MS Dawood on strike right now. His jersey says MSD, and you hear MSD, you hear MS Dhoni, don't you? Beautiful ball.
Oh yes, and he's struggling. So was the bowler. The directive was needed. And talking about Dawood, he's a big fan of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. It is the reason we can see MSD on his shirt, MS Dawood. He needs to change his number as well.
Yeah, it should be 7, shouldn't it?
Or else 8-1.
That's new for a jersey. Oh, swing and a miss again. Playing away from the body, across the line. Poor shot. Saqib played a very good shot up front. He needs to look to play straight down the ground towards long on, long off, rather than going for the mid-wicket region on a ball that is turning away from him. This is better, much better. Timing, impeccable. 6.
Dangerous batters never play straight. They love to go across. A poor delivery, back off length, just coming into Saqib, and nicely played over. Deep square leg. Power unleashed by the batter. A good looking shot.
Yeah, nicely played. Went the distance as well. Keshav under some pressure here. And a full length delivery. This is not timed and dropped. This is a catch that should have been taken. The important part of covering the ground, he had done that, the fielder there, and just could not grip it.
Fielding has been ordinary if we talk about the catching of Chittagong Kings. He just ran away a couple of yards a bit early, and Saqib survives. Excellent, glorious looking shot. Inside out to over the deep extra cover, sailing over the boundary ropes, a maximum.
That's more like it. Those are the kind of shots you should look at. Brilliant shot. One of the finest that we've seen all day. Straight down the ground on a delivery. That was not a half volley. It's 2 overs gone, 25 for 1.
Two overs, 25 for the loss of 1. It's time for floating power play. Good decision by these two batters. They're attacking and they're getting those runs. It will be Zahid Ali who will be bowling the floating power play, and the first delivery just keeping it away. Slight movement, nowhere near the ball.
Yeah, good ball. It was on length, outside the off stump. Everything right about that ball. Not everything right about that shot though. Playing away from the body. Front leg going the other side. Trying to go down the ground. You need to look to play down the ground. Get your foot to the pitch of the ball. And you're in a better position to hit it down the ground that way. Oh, this was in the slot. He's missed it out completely here.
Poor shot selection, I would say. No feet movement, just standing in the crease and trying to slog the delivery. Back-to-back dot deliveries, a good start for the floating power play by Zahid Ali. He has a wicket in his kitty.
This is driven straight to the fielder. Is it a single? I think it is. So that would add to the total here. Just 3 balls into the over. This is a very good start for the second over here for Zahid. He's been bowling well. In his 9 balls, he's given away just 12 runs and picked up a wicket as well. Those are the men rather responsible to bring you the live action. That's Mudassir Ali. That's Faizan. And in the back, you see having some me time, scratching his nose, is Rashid Mohammed. This is a full toss, high full toss, hit not to perfection. You should have taken a toll on this delivery here. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. Is it a legal delivery? I think it was. It was a high full toss, not as high to be given a no ball.
Oh yes, a good decision by the leg umpire. They just got carried away, and look at our team, Zia, Ahmad and Yasser having some fun. Director needs to come a bit hard on them. Some free time for Yasser, Zia and Ahmad.
I would love to know what are they discussing there. I think they are talking about the cricket. Very knowledgeable, all 3 of them, when it comes to cricket. Edged, this is going towards third man. That is the reason why I'm not a huge fan of third man being inside the circle when you're bowling outside of 4.
Rightly pointed out Faizan, and bowling at a decent pace and they're just slogging. It's always good to have that third man get that long off in the 30-yard circle and push the short third man towards the rope.
Absolutely. Good ploy. But this is the power play over. So they can have only 2 fielders outside the fielding unit. Dawood has started well. 13 of 5 deliveries. Last ball of the power play over. Very good ball. Taking the edge. And this is running down to the boundary once again. And that is why the final leg and the third man fielder needs to be on the boundary if you're bowling those kind of deliveries.
It was an ordinary piece of bowling and going for runs. The last couple of deliveries went for boundaries, and the scorecard looking good now for Prim Heights. 3 overs, 36 for the loss of 1. 3 overs 36 for the loss of 1. It's Umar, the new bowler, and he has been welcomed with a boundary. A nice looking shot goes straight over the bowler. Saqib getting yet again finds that boundary. Last 3 balls they have got 12 runs. Hit hard. No chance for the long on fielder. Quick outfield helping Saqib, and Prim heights to get that boundary. 40 for the loss of 1, 3.1 overs.
Yeah, decent start to the over, and swing and a miss once again. Wrapped him on the pads. That was a very optimistic appeal from the bowler. He needs to go back and look at the cricket book here. You cannot get out on those. This has had pitched outside the leg stump and impact outside the leg stump as well.
Was he appealing or he was demanding?
Maybe wishful thinking. Again an appeal way down the wicket. You just cannot be given out again like that. So certainly some revision lessons required for the bowler here.
Getting excited, Mohib. His previous outing went for runs but got a wicket in his kitty.
And this goes big. The local MSD comes to the fore here. Straight to hand though. For a moment I thought this was going to go to the boundary. I think it got the toe end of the bat. And Mohib, after 2 appeals, finally gets his man.
Now you can celebrate. You have got that man. As rightly said, local MSD. Trying to go over the deep mid-wicket fielder. It was a tall, 6 foot tall fielder, Amir Hamza. Safe hands, and entertaining knock comes to an end. 13 of 8 deliveries with the help of 1 maximum and a boundary. 41 for the loss of 2.
Amjad Gul is the new batter who's coming out to bat here. 41 for 2 after 3.4. Runs have come in. Not comfortably. Not from the middle of the bat. They've got a lot of edges and got boundaries for it. And this has been played towards mid-wicket for a single. Good over this from Mohib. Just 5 runs of it. 2 loud appeals. 2 loud, not required appeals, mind you. But he got his man finally. Short ball, long off, pulled away. Nicely done by Saqib. Take that, says Saqib. Hits it to the boundary for a maximum to finish the over. First 5 deliveries had gone for only 5. And a 6 of the last ball ensures that runs have come in of this over as well. 48 for 2 after 4. Sajjad is the new bowler coming into bowl now. Amjad Gul is the new batter who's going to face him. A hard-hitting player, Amjad Gul. So maybe it's The gull before the storm. As they say in English, the lull before the storm. Oh, nicely bowled. Very good start for Sajjad.
A new post coming tomorrow morning. Get ready.
Yeah, in case you're wondering what is he talking about, you need to follow Mudassir Ali. Mudassir Mac with a Q. That's how you're going to follow him on Instagram. Whatever I say the previous day, you can catch it on Instagram on his wall.
This is how you learn from your master.
That's really sweet of you, Mudassir. And this is played well. Nicely done, Amjad, using his wrists and hitting it where he intended. Over fine leg for 4.
Somehow they are managing to get those 12, 13 runs in every over. It was a good delivery, but equally well played, using the wrist, and finds the boundary, and 50 comes up for Prim Heights in no time. 52 with that boundary. Saqib batting on 22 of just 10 balls. And Amjad just finding that boundary, moves to 5.
Good batter, Amjad Gul. Big player. And a swing and a miss. Nicely bowled by Naushad. This was a slow delivery from Naushad Sajjad. Playing it a little too early.
It's Murshad.
Murshad Sajjad. I'm really sorry about that. Don't put it on your wall tomorrow.
You're concentrating on the last 4 letters. So, a new entry in the UAE domestic circuit. He has been very impressive. Sajjad Murshad.
Played down the ground, not with conviction or power or timing, but still a run to Amjad Gul there. So yeah, I think I need eyeglasses now. I was reading Murshad as Naushad. And I have the right man in the com box to gift me those. He loves his glasses and he loves gifting them as well. He's given one to Rashid Mohammed. I'm jealous of Rashid because of that. I deserve one as well.
The way you're talking, it reminds me of Abhijit. There will be no secrets if you are around with Faizan and Abhijit. Everything goes on air.
Yeah, certainly. One of our fellow commentators on radio. Great guy. Common friend. That's Naeem on your screen right now. Is he playing in the 11 today? Yes, he is. No, he is not. Mudassir says yes and then no. Thank you for making me look like a fool. That's played well. Good bit of feeling as well on the boundary. 2 runs.
And with those couple of runs, 5 overs done. 54 for the loss of 2.
Five overs gone. It's 55 for 2. Saqib batting well on 24 of 12. Amjad Gul hasn't been looking in the best of touches here. As if there's a local MSD, there's a local Murli as well who comes into bowl now. Tariq.
The magician, the off-break bowler. The only difference is he's a bit healthy. Tariq Murli, if you compare with the original Murli Dharan.
No comments. Tossed up. Trying to drill it down the ground, getting the inside part of the bat. Only a single this time around. He's been very difficult to get away, Tariq. He's been bowling well, trying to toss the ball up. Gets a lot of turn because of that wrist action, just like Murli Dharan. In fact, loves to be called Murli. His shirt says Murli as well, with a different spelling altogether. For a moment, I read it as Murail. Then I realized it was Murli. Played down the ground, not timed to perfection, thankfully, because there was a fielder for that kind of shot. It fell short of him. Good start to the over here for Tariq. Lovingly called Murli by his teammates. Just 2 runs of the first 3 deliveries.
Just for the information of our viewers, he was a part of the under-19 Pakistan team which won the World Cup in 2006. Tariq Mahmood never ever praised the bowler. Wayward delivery, full toss onto the legs and easily managed this time by Amjad Gul. Finds the boundary.
Yeah, that was a poor ball. But well played by Amjad Gul. Waited for it, chose his spot and hits it to almost perfection. 1 bounce into the fence 4. So yeah, decent start for Prim Heights here. They've lost 2 wickets. Doesn't matter much because it's just a 10-over game. You need to come blast everything away. And they're going at a decent run rate as of now. They need to up the ante just a little bit here, Mudassir, because they're going at around 10 runs and over. Reverse sweep comes out, completely beaten. He was better off playing it down the ground, I reckon. But again, trying to make something happen here, Amjad Gul. And Tariq, the kind of bowler that he is, this is a very difficult shot to play against him.
Oh yes, instead of that reverse shot, we could have played that regulation sweep shot and hitting on the grill. Final delivery 61 for the loss of 2. Shimmy down the track, goes straight towards the long on, 1 bounce, just a single. So a good over from Tariq.
Yeah, very good over from Tariq coming to an end here. 7 of it. It's 62 for 2 after 6. Six overs gone, 62 for 2 as Umar Farooq comes into bowl here. A very good all-rounder, Umar Farooq. Hasn't been in the best of bowling forms in this tournament yet. And a full toss is what he starts with. Swings this one away. Wide call by the umpire. So a poor ball, a poor shot and wide call.
Oh yes, a very good all-rounder to have in your side. Then last night he defended 15 runs against 7 districts. He bowled really well, but he's a much better bowler than that. Used to bowl those lethal Yorkers.
Again, swinging away, again, given a wide by the umpire. Yeah, you're right. That is why I say that he hasn't been in the best of nicks here. Because when you're not in touch, it shows on your bowling. And with the kind of control that he's bowling, although he defended 15 runs in the last game, he is a much, much better bowler than that. And he's a big hitter of the ball as well down the ranks. This is played well, beautifully from the middle of the bat, straight down. That is the beauty of that shot. 6.
if you're bowling those Yorkers, you need to put that extra effort. It was an easy picking, fuller delivery, go straight over the bowler into the side screen. A much needed maximum. Amjad Gul is looking dangerous. He's getting some quick runs for his team.
Absolutely. Very poor start for the bowler Umar Farooq. Just one ball and 8 runs already of it. 2 wides and a 6. So Prim Heights looking decent now with 70 on board after 6.1 overs. As I mentioned, just 4 overs remaining. They have 8 wickets in hand and they need to build up on the platform laid for them. They need to come big, score at least somewhere around 120. For that, they need another 50 runs in the next 3.5 overs. Swing and a miss from Amjad. Again going across the line. I don't know why, because he played such a beautiful shot downtown. That means it shows again that if you play in the right areas, you reap the rewards of that. And a lot of batters in this tournament have tried to go against the line of the ball, across the line of the ball. And it hasn't come good for them.
Lucky runs, thick outside edge, racing towards the fence. No chance for Tariq Mahmood, and Umar Farooq continues to be expensive tonight as well.
Absolutely, just 3 balls into his over, 12 runs already taken off it. Not a good shot, not in control whatsoever. Premeditated, dancing down without looking at the merit of the ball. It was a full toss, he was better off playing it from the box. But an edge takes it to the boundary for a 4. Runs nonetheless.
They are getting those runs, and look at the support staff having a good time.
Nicely bowled. Very nicely bowled. Amjad Gul thought for a moment that that was a wide. It wasn't, Amjad. Not a very good call from the batter there. Leaving it, letting it go. It was a slow delivery, mind you. Just outside off stump. I think he was backing away a little too far. In the end, thought it was very far away from him.
Trying to play each and every delivery towards the leg side. And this giving a chance to the bowler. Now he's sticking to that off stump line. He's unable to middle it. Because I think he's just thinking to play each and every delivery towards the leg side, towards the deep mid wicket. That is the reason. Now he's finding it hard to go after Umar Farooq.
Decent over this. Just 12 of it. And between the legs this time around. So 2 good balls to end the over with. Umar Farooq comes back with 2 Yorkers. And this is the kind of bowler that he is. That's the end of 7. It's 74 for 2. Murli comes into bowl again. Tariq. Big shot. Connected this time. It's going. Gone. And a drop chance beyond the boundaries there.
He's in completely different zone. The batter, Saqib, taking on the off-break magician, Tariq Murli. Nicely anticipated, going down on one knee and with ease clears that deep mid-wicket. Was there a chance for the 12th man of Prim Heights?
I think it's not the 12th man. He's got pads on. So it is one of the players getting the right match practice here.
Now you need to buy me a pair of glasses.
Good comeback. Bye, Mudassir. And good comeback by the bowler as well. Completely missing it. What are they calling for? What are they calling for? We need to take a look at the replay. I do not know what are they appealing for here. It's been given a wicket. Was it the edge? Did it take the stumps? Tossed up in the stumps and I think given edge. Well, that's a strange kind of a dismissal. Good work from the keeper though. If the umpire thinks it's touched the bat, it has touched the bat. So Saqib Khan, after a good little knock of 31, goes back and it's trouble times for Prim Heights because the score is looking decent, but they need to up the ante, which they haven't been able to do. Third wicket down, new batter comes out to bat. It's 80 for 3, Abdullah. Dances down, edges it, straight to third man. Quick run, directed. Got him! I reckon got him. I need to see who the fielder was there. Was it Umar Farooq? That was Ansar Khan. Brilliant effort coming in from Ansar. Picking up the ball, throwing it very quickly, and accurate throw as well.
What was the batter doing there? Coming down the track. He has an ample of time to take that run. He was not in a mood to go for that run. He was pushed by Amjad Gul. An excellent throw, direct hit, short of crease. Just waiting for the confirmation, and we have got the confirmation. It's wicket number 2 in this over, going down 80 for the loss of 4. Abdullah Khan departs for a golden duck.
Amjad Gul is going to be on strike. New batter is Rahman, who's on the other end. Prim Heights, they would want to score quickly here. Haven't been able to do that in the last 2-3 overs. Murli, and again goes big. This time straight to hand and straight out of it. That's a very poor drop.
It was the Keshav Sharma, the culprit. Almost 5 catches have been put down so far in this innings. The fielding has been below standard, but Chittagong Kings.
That's unlike Kings. That's not a very kingly piece of fielding there.
It was Keshav Sharma. What a comeback by this bowler. It again very economical. And the wicket to his name, it could have been easily 2 in the wicket column. It's Rahman Gul, the new batter, facing Tariq Murli.
Tossed up, the other one, beautifully bowled. What a delivery. Going the other way, and the batter not reading him at all. And that's why Tariq is a very good bowler in any format of the game.
Oh, inviting the batter to go big, and the Dusra coming into play from Tariq Murli. So final delivery, it's 81 on board. They need to find a boundary here. Rahman Gul on strike, facing the last delivery of Tariq Murli.
Nicely bowled again. Decently well played, but straight to the fielder. Ansar Khan does the rest. It's 8 overs gone. They are lagging behind Prim Heights here. It's 81 for 4. Abdullah not looking pleased there. Well, that's our camera team. And in front of them, Sports Eye, which is on your screen right now. Follow Sports Eye in Pakistan and Middle East for highlights and content of the A10 Bash. One of the partners of the Ajman A10 Bash. This is played up in the air. Sliced off the bat. Ansar Khan cleans it up. 2 runs added to the total. Amjad Gul now on 25 of 18 and runs coming very slowly for Prim Heights.
Oh, thanks to Tariq Murli, the way he bowled the previous over, though he went for that maximum, still just consider after that just 3 runs to start this over. Couple of runs for Amjad Gul. Somehow they need to manage to get at least 27 or 30 runs in the final 11 legal deliveries. Amjad Gul on strike. Umar Farooq runs in. Inside out. Superb shot. 1 bounce, 4 runs.
That's as good a shot as he has played all day long. And this is where he needs to play. I don't know why Amjad Gul was going across the line. Look at that young cricket fan throwing the ball back.
He's junior Amjad Gul.
Well, he would have loved that shot, I'm sure. That is why he was so excited to throw the ball in so that Amjad can hit more of those. Very cute boy. Loves his cricket. I saw him shadow practice as well. And at a very young age, looking to follow his father's footsteps. Again, big shot. Oh, what a shot. This is amazing from Amjad Gul. And the ball has gone into the trees. So basically the ball is Gul as well.
If you are alongside Faizan Khan in the comment box, you need to be very sharp. Gul, Batti Gul, something it reminds me of that movie, but it's Amjad Gul show here in Eden Garden. Just waited for the delivery, anticipated nicely on the back foot, and power unleashed by Amjad Gul.
I have one more. Gul as a cucumber.
Out of nowhere.
He was very cool hitting that one. Beautifully played. So cool Gul on strike.
Anything Faizan says, it rhymes. It's simple.
This is a good comeback delivery from Umar after being taken for a 4 and 6 on the last 2 deliveries. So 13 runs already of this over. He's been very expensive. I don't know why they didn't bring Keshav to bowl another one. He was very good, economical, picked up a wicket as well. Had given away, 5-6 runs in his 1 over. But I think they haven't bowled him again in this match. And I think that's a misread from the captain of Kings.
And surprise, Ahsan Shah did not came to bowl. Just clearing that extra cover fielder. A fumble, but they'll settle with just a single. Amjad Gul wants to keep the strike. 94. 95 in fact with that single for the loss of 4. It will be the last delivery of the 9th over, and good news for Prim Heights. It's Amjad Gul back on strike.
They would need at least 15 to 20 more runs to be a little comfortable against the Kings. They have a huge batting lineup. The Chittagong Kings. Last ball of the over. Nicely bowled. Nicely played as well by Amjad. Good thing he has taken a single because he's going to keep strike for the final over. It's 96 for 4 after 9. So Prim Heights have shown some glimpses of good batting, but the score is a little short if you ask me. And a swing and a miss coming in from Amjad Gul. Is he going for a single? No, he's not. I don't think he is, because he needs strike for the next 5 deliveries. And why not? He's on 37 of 23.
He almost missed 5 to 6 singles, trying to keep the strike. He needs to trust his partner, Rahman Gul. He's also a very good batter. 96 for the loss of 4, 9.1 overs. Sajjad Murshad runs in. Excellent piece of bowling, keeping it simple, back off length delivery. You need to take those singles. This has been the problem so far in this innings of Amjad Gul. Yes, he has managed to get 37 of 24 balls, but singles are also very crucial.
Murshad means follower, but he's the leader of the pack when it comes to bowling. Very well bowled by Murshad.
Oh, indeed. Who knows, in the next match he will be leading the side. You never know. 3 dots in a row. That too to Amjad Gul, who is batting on 37. In the previous over, he was striking the ball and he was seeing the ball as a football. But now he's struggling. The cricket ball is looking like a golf ball. For the first ball, he denied that single. The second ball, now the third ball. 3 in a row, 3 dot deliveries.
This is poor batting from Amjad Gul. And again, similar delivery. This time he gets the hold of it, but straight to the fielder. Is he going to run 2? Rahman is coming back to the non-striker's end. 2 runs completed. What an over this is turning out to be. We thought 110 maybe, and there would be fight. But Prim Heights, with this bowling performance coming in from Sajjad, have been lagging behind. Look at that, 9 balls in a T10 game. He's given away just 7 runs. This is brilliant, brilliant bowling. One of the best bowling performances that I've seen in this tournament already. Hasn't picked up a wicket though. And a swing and a miss again. So 5 balls, just 4 runs, just 2 runs in fact in this over. That's very poor from Amjad Gul. And I don't know why, whenever he has looked to go across the line, play on the leg side, he's looked very ordinary.
He misses the line. Still you need to run for those runs. It was the keeper not standing close to the stumps. There's always a chance for that single. Yet again he was beaten. Just a single has been considered, but in fact couple of runs, 5 dot deliveries, that too to Amjad Gul. A brilliant over by Sajjad Murshad, just giving away 9 runs in his 2 overs, wicketless, but still he was brilliant and exceptional tonight.
Absolutely. I think definitely what I said again, I'm going to restate it. Murshad is the leader of this pack, and he's shown it today. 2 overs for just 9 runs in a T10 game when everyone is looking to go big. This is brilliant bowling from Murshad Sajjad. 10 overs gone. First innings over, 98 for 4. That is the score right now, and this is how it happened. Rafiq came out trying to look for runs. Played 5 deliveries, scored 7 runs. 7 runs not timed from the middle of the bat. Dawood played some decent shots, 13 of 8. Saqib played very well for his 31 of 15 deliveries. Amjad, a good knock, 39 runs, but that last over is going to come back and haunt him. 28 deliveries for those 39 runs in a T10 game. Not good enough if you ask me. Abdullah was not looking good behind the ropes when he dropped a catch, which was hit beyond the ropes by Amjad Gul, and he was not looking good in the middle as well. And nothing much to talk about from Rahman. That's the bowling card for you.
Zahid Munir, the fast bowler, getting a wicket, and Mohammad Muhib also getting a wicket in his kitty. So was the Tariq Mahmood, 2 overs 14 runs, a wicket, but clearly the night belongs to the fast bowler Sajjad Murshad. 2 overs just giving away 9 runs, but unluckily wicketless. 7 extras has been conceded. 10 overs, 98 for the loss of 4. This is what Prim Heights managed.
Let's take you through the highlights of the first innings here. And of course some good shots, but some wonderful comeback bowling as well from the Kings. Look at that. Rafiq trying to go big on every delivery, getting top edge, and then got a top edge that went straight to hand. A good catch coming in, because it's not easy. under the night sky. Zahid taking that catch, cotton ball. Some good shots coming in from the batters on the other end. Things were looking bleak at one point of time for the Kings here. But Prim Heights kept losing wickets. Amjad Gul came out. This was a very good shot. There was another one that he played over covers, which was beautiful. But he kept slogging and going for big runs here. At this point, they were looking good. Both the batters were going for runs. And then they lost that wicket of Saqib. That was given out by the umpire. And Abdullah came out. He went for a run there. A direct hit. A good, very good direct hit from Ansar Khan took his wicket. Amjad Gul continued from the other end. He was playing very good till the last over was bowled, where in the 6 deliveries he just could not get enough runs. Just 2 of that last over ensured that the target is just 99 in 10 overs at 9.9 runs apiece. We're going to come back and we'll take you through the next innings as well. Stay tuned.
Good evening and welcome back. It's Prim Heights versus Chittagong Kings. We are live from Eden Garden Stadium in Ajman. It's match number 11. My name is Shoaib and we are bringing you these live scenes for the match number 11. Prim Heights, they're batting first, have managed to get to 98 in their 10 overs. They lost just 4 wickets but just couldn't get going in the last few overs. Amjad Gul was the pick of the batters for Prim Heights, getting 39 of 28 deliveries. 31 came from the bat of Saqib of just 15 deliveries, and with the help of 7 extras, they've managed to get to 98. Looking at the bowling card for Chittagong Kings, they used 6 bowlers, and the pick of them was Tariq Mahmood. 2 overs, 14 runs and a wicket. A wicket for Mohib and a wicket for Zahid Munir as well. A good bowling performance from Murshid. Gave away just 2 runs in his last over, and that restricted Prim Heights to that below par score. Now the 2 batters are out there in the middle. They're going to hunt in pairs. And talking about my pair in the com box, I've been joined by Mohammad Rashid, who's an expert commentator and has just given us some really good outings in the com box. Without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present Mohammad Rashid.
Thank you, Shoaib. A grand reception for me. Meanwhile, 99 is what is required for Chittagong Kings. They're a very strong side. They've made a very good comeback in this tournament after losing the first game. They've gone on to win 2 games on the trot. So it'll be very important to see how the Prim Height bowlers go against them. We know how destructive Ansar Khan can be. 3 innings, 54 runs for him. Don't look at those averages. Look at that strike rate. Over 245. And he's a brilliant hitter of the ball. Once he gets going, this total will not stay for too long. Meanwhile, his partner at the other end, the superstar, Usman Khan. 3 innings, 94 runs. Average of 23 and a strike rate of 180. He's got a 50 to his name in this tournament. So this should be a very interesting run chase. Meanwhile, for the Prim Heights, it's going to be Riaz Khalik, a.k.a. Kaku, who's going to start the proceedings. He's a very talented bowler. He's been very impressive in the recent past, and he's been in the domestic circuit for quite a bit. Has got the ability to turn the ball away from the right-hander. He's going to bowl the first over, and it's going to be the mandatory power play. 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. He's got the long off and the mid-wicket. Plays the call from the umpire, and it's going to be Riaz Khalik. Holds up for some reason, and he'll have to restart, re-begin. 99 is what is required for Chittagong Kings. That's a good delivery. Right in the block hole. Played back to the bowler. Will be a dot ball to start proceedings. Usman Khan will be vigilant. They don't have a big total to chase down, so he'll have to be careful. Wickets is what can undo them. And Usman Khan is very talented. He's very experienced. He will probably want to see how this wicket plays first and then go for his shots. Or goes for that drive, booming drive, gets a thick outside edge. That'll run away for a boundary. That wasn't a bad delivery. He went hard, slashed at it, and gets a boundary. Not controlled, not convincing, but he'll still take it.
Now that's a good shot. At least the intent was good. Getting a thickish outside edge, and the ball went in the gap for 4. So first boundary coming in for Usman. And that is the previous delivery, the first ball of the innings.
Yeah, now this is a good start. 4 runs on the board. And Riaz Khalik will make some changes in the field. I think this is a better move. He's taken out that short mid-wicket and placed it in the covers. Yeah, this looks better now. He's got protection on the mid-wicket field, on the mid-wicket boundary rather. So that will work in his favour. Arm ball coming in. Played towards square leg will be a single. And that'll bring the big man, Ansar Khan, on strike. This is going to be a matchup.
Most certainly. It is going to be a cracker of a contest. Riaz Khalik, the experienced Riaz versus the veteran Ansar Khan. Expect him to go attacking on the very first ball, and that could be an opportunity for Riaz Khalik.
A good delivery. He starts off with the arm ball and a quick single. Ansar Khan gets off the mark and off the strike as well. So this is turning out to be a good over from Riaz Khalik. If he can keep it without boundaries in the next two deliveries, this will certainly be a very good over.
Yeah, 3 good deliveries from Riaz, 4 including the previous one. 2 more to go. Can he finish off well? Can he keep the pressure on?
Goes for the big shot. Connects and straight to the fielder. Excellent catch on the boundary rope by MSD. That was forced by Usman Khan, not getting the distance, and that's the first wicket.
Well, what a wicket this is. What a big blow. What a first over this has been from Riaz Khalik. Rocked on the back foot. He knew there was a fielder there, but still tried to challenge and try to clear him. Was not able to do that, and MSD takes the catch, and they know that they've got a big wicket here. Usman Khan out for 5. It's 6 for 1. So the new batter in is Amir Hamza, number 3 for Chittagong Kings, one of the strong sides in the tournament. Amir Hamza, a very handy all-rounder. He'll be facing the last ball of the first over.
Another good delivery on the pad, straight to the fielder, no chance of a run. So this has proved to be an excellent over. We're looking for 2 dot balls. He's produced a wicket as well. Successful over for Riaz Khalik. 6 runs given away and picked up a wicket as well after the first over. First over done. Kings are in a spot of bother. They've lost their captain and a very big wicket in the very first over. Riaz Khalik bowling that one, getting a big wicket. Now it's going to be a fast bowler to come in. It's going to be Irfanullah. And it's going to be the big hitter, Ansar Khan, who's going to be on strike. He'll have to be careful now. Remember, this is the mandatory batting power play. In comes Irfan. Oh, that's a good delivery. So getting some seam movement here and cramping Ansar Khan for room that hurried on to him. And he just defends that. Meanwhile, let's have a look at that wicket once again. It was the big wicket of Usman Khan. Easily taken at long on. And that celebration comes in from Kaku. Riaz Khalik. Irfan starts well. This has been a sedate start for the Kings. They're a very strong batting lineup. Once again, coming into the right hander. Quick single taken, will be a leg by, but they'll manage to cross through.
Well, Irfan does have some pace, and that might just surprise the batters. Even on that occasion, we saw Ansar just a little late on the shot. They managed to get a run in the form of a bye, but they need to make use of the 5 deliveries that are left in this over, because it's the power play overs that are in effect. So you want to try and get a few boundaries in these overs.
Oh yeah, and Irfan needs to make sure that he doesn't give away any boundary deliveries. This is a good length he's bowling, back of length deliveries, and coming into the right hander. Oh, that's a good delivery. Excellent delivery once again on the pads, and the impact was outside off. They'll cross through for another run, but it'll be leg buys. So this is turning out to be a superb over from Irfan. Nothing off the bat yet, and he's already bowled 3 deliveries. Look at that. That's an excellent delivery.
Well, this came off the bat, inside edge. 2 came off the bat. I think the previous one was a leg by, but it has been given as runs. So 8 runs on the board, 1.3 overs. Still a good start for Prim Heights.
That was a quick delivery, hurrying on to Ansar Khan, who gets it off his shoulder. That run away for a boundary, but it'll be leg buys on that occasion. So once again, not in control. They haven't been able to judge the pace of Irfan, who's bowling really well. Look at that back of length delivery coming into Ansar, who wanted to heave it over square. Gets it on his shoulder, and that ball runs away for a boundary. A welcome boundary, not a convincing one, but the runs will be counted. So getting to 12 in the first 10 deliveries. Not a very good start for the Kings, and they would want to make sure that they make full use of these last 2 deliveries of the power play especially. But Irfan, well, what a brilliant over he's bowling. Once again, no connection there from Ansar Khan. He's certainly struggling against Irfan.
Yes, I think it's the pace that Irfan has. It's been bothering Ansar, and he's been late in his reactions. Not at his prime best, Ansar Khan. Of course, he's got a lot of talent. He's scored tons of runs, but looking at his current form, I think he's a little slow in terms of reacting to that delivery, and that is why Irfan has proven to be so good against Ansar.
Yeah, that extra bit of pace is really doing him. We even saw Amir Hamza struggling against that extra bit of pace he's getting. There's a skid as well on the wicket after the lights have come on. That's certainly favouring the faster bowlers. And Amir Hamza now, Ansar Khan rather, he'll have to be careful. This has been a brilliant over so far. Gets a top edge, straight up and into the hands of Irfan. That's a reward for some good bowling. He was persisting on that back of length deliveries, and he's rewarded for that.
Well, he knew what length is troubling Ansar, and he, like you mentioned, was peppering that length again and again and again. And this time, he gets a top edge. The ball pops in the air, and a very simple catch off his own bowling. Irfan, he was quick. He was keeping it tight onto the body, and another easy catch for Irfan does the trick. So Ansar Khan, he's walking back after scoring 2 of 6. Another wicket down for Chittagong Kings. They look in some trouble. It's 12 for 2.
12 for 2 after the end of 2 overs. This is a brilliant start for Prim Heights. They've managed to pick up 2 big wickets. It's going to be Riaz to continue. That's been hit over the bowler's head. And they'll run away for a boundary. Didn't get it from the middle of the bat, but had enough on it to take it over the boundary rope for a 4.
Yes, that will give them some relief. The pressure was definitely building up. Plays it over the bowler's head. The placement was good and beats the fielder at a long off.
It's a welcome boundary for Prim Heights. That's a beautiful delivery from Riaz Khalik, and that is the kind of variation we were talking about. He's got that ability to turn the ball on any surface, and this is favouring the slower bowlers.
Yes, that was the length that Kaku or Riaz Khalik would have wanted to bowl more often. Goes full, wants to appeal, definitely going down leg, and hence the umpire says that it's not out.
That was a very good call from Afzal. He tried to bowl that quicker delivery. That was quick. Deceived Amir Hamza on that occasion, but it was clearly going down leg. But a good delivery from Riaz Khalik. This has been a superb over so far. Once again, goes for the big shot. That was in the slot. A touch full from Riaz Khalik, and Amir Hamza has picked it and deposited over mid-wicket for a maximum.
Well, Amir Hamza, he's very strong in that way, and if you bowl anything close to him, he does like to clear his front leg and go big, and that's what he has done. Bang, over long on, and it's gone over the ropes for a maximum.
Yeah, that was a brilliant shot. They're under pressure now. They've lost 2 wickets, but Amir Hamza is making sure that he gets the runs that are required. Remember, they required 99 runs. And with the kind of start they have, that required run rate has creeped up. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. Currently they're going at 8.25 and required is over 10. So they need to be very careful. Once again goes for the big shot, hasn't connected, but falls short of the fielder. Amjad Gul at long off. Will only be a single, and this is turning out to be a good over for the Chittagong Kings. They've got some runs off it, 11 of them. And now they'll bring Ehsan Shah on strike. He's the new man, hasn't faced a delivery yet.
Nicely flighted in the air. Well, he's gone up appealing. The umpire says the back foot was nicely grounded behind the crease. So that's going to be the end of the over. 3 overs bowled. It's 23 for 2.
Three overs completed, 23 for the loss of 2. The Kings, they're falling behind that required run rate. But they've got Amir Hamza out there, and he'll be up against Arshad, who's coming in to bowl. His first over starts off with a delivery that was swinging away from the right-hander. A bit too much on that occasion. Has been given as a wide, so he'll have to re-bowl that, and an extra run will be added to the total.
There's some movement in the air for him, and just a little wayward. Would have wanted to bowl around the off stump. That's where he'll be more effective. But first ball, so the benefit of doubt has to be given to Arshad. Maybe a loosener. will want to get it right.
A very good field change coming in there. Got the square leg inside the circle and deep point on the boundary rope. With the kind of movement he's getting, I think that's a very good change.
Yes, it's important to know your strengths and where you are bowling, how the ball is moving, and then change your field accordingly. And as you rightly pointed out, that square leg fielder is more suitable inside the 30-yard circle. They could definitely use some more padding on the boundary ropes on the offside.
Oh yeah, and I would want to see that third fielder on the boundary rope as well. Probably get the mid-on or the mid-wicket inside the circle as well. That can really help Arshad get a wicket. Another good delivery. Beautiful delivery. He's getting the ball to talk here.
Yeah, I think that length has been immaculate. Just too full, not allowing him to get underneath the ball. And if he's bowling in that area, as you mentioned, the long on can come inside. And he can get some extra protection towards the deep third region.
I think the only reason why he's not getting that long on inside the 30-yard circle is because he's bowling it at too full. If he misses out on his length, a couple of inches here and there, and that can be because we know how strong Amir Hamza is through that region. Meanwhile, another good delivery. That's a short one. Played it straight to Riaz Khalik at mid-wicket. Will only be a single, and this is turning out to be a beautiful over. Superb over from Arshad.
Yes, barring that last delivery, I think he's bowled well. This one was just not needed, but he's managed to escape that, and it has still proven to be a good over. 3 deliveries, just 2 runs given.
Yeah, 3 more deliveries to go. Another good delivery. Right in the block hole, outside off stump. No chance for Ehsan Shah to get under it. Will be another single. So they're dealing in singles here. The boundaries are not coming in. That'll get Amir Hamza under a lot of pressure. He's very experienced, but at the same time, no matter how experienced you are, if you don't get boundaries in the shorter format, that adds up.
Oh, absolutely. And he's played 10 deliveries for his 13. So that's not a great strike rate. At 130, it's more like a T20 strike rate than a 10-over format. He needs to change that. Definitely has the ability, but Arshad is not allowing that to happen with his disciplined line and length.
Yeah, needs to be careful here. That's a big shot. Absolutely wonderful. In the slot, and Amir Hamza goes for that drive over the bowler's head for a maximum.
Well, that was, again, you were talking about inches and centimeters. That was a bit too full and not in the block hole, and that allowed Amir Hamza to play it straight down the ground. Beautiful hit. And like we mentioned earlier, he's so good when he plays straight down the ground.
Yeah, and that's something that Arshad needs to be really careful of. If you notice, he's been getting the ball to turn, to move away from the right hander. But on that occasion, it was fuller as well. But something didn't work in his action where he didn't get that movement as well.
This one's been played behind that short third fielder. Will get 2 more. And that will be the end of the over. Decent one from Arshad. After 4 overs, it's 34 for 2.
That's been hit well away from the fielder at long off, and that'll run away for a boundary. Good shot from Ehsan Shah. He's opening up as well. Good over, good start to the over for the Kings.
Much needed boundary. Full and in the zone, just playing it up and over towards the extra cover, wide of the long off fielder. Very unusual, unorthodox. but he's got value for that shot. 4 runs.
Yeah, good value. And that's what they require now. The Kings, they need to put pressure back on the Prim Height bowlers who are looking very good. They're getting the ball to turn. Once again, that is movement into the right-hander. Played wide of long on. Will be another single. Mehraban coming into bowl his first over. He's given away 5 runs in the first 2 deliveries. And now Amir Hamza needs to be careful. He's played against Arshad in the previous over, who was taking the ball away from him. And we've seen Amir Hamza struggles with the ball which comes into him. And with good pace, he can get beaten.
Yes, we'll have to see how Meherban bowls here. Goes full incoming delivery and nicely negotiated by Amir Hamza. So he's definitely heard your advice and has been watchful against the ball that comes in.
Well, that's a sign of a good batter. If you can't judge him, make sure that you don't go against him. Respect the good deliveries. They've picked up a couple of runs and it's going to be Amir Hamza back on strike. Meanwhile, not a good day for Usman Khan. Couldn't get too many runs. Let's have a look at his wicket once again. He's trying to force that. He knew that long on was over at the boundary rope. Probably trying to hit it in the gap there towards cow corner. Meanwhile, good delivery straight to extra cover. No chance of a run. So this is turning out to be a good comeback from Meherban after being hit for a boundary on the first delivery. Amir Hamza 23 of 14 and Ehsan Shah 6 of 4. 41 on the board after 4.4. They're not chasing a big total, so they can afford to get their eye in. But they required some boundaries to come in their way. And they required them to come every over. Wide offside off stump, straight to the fielder. Backward point was placed perfectly, and Amir Hamza just throwing his bat at it, and he'll have to walk back.
Well, a wicket for Meherban, and just the important breakthrough that they needed at this time. They wanted a wicket, and they've got one. Angling across, just guiding it straight to the fielder, and that placement was really good from Meherban, making sure he's in the right area of that region. So Amir Hamza will have to walk back. It's wicket number 3 down for Chittagong Kings. 23 of 15 for him. 41 on the board.
Right then, 4.5 overs, 41 for the loss of 3. Meherban comes in and bowls the first delivery on the stumps, gets that inward movement, and Murshid will have to walk back. First ball duck for him.
Well, I think this is a very, very special performance from Prim Heights today against Chittagong Kings. They have come out strongly. Look at that delivery. This is just the perfect left-hand bowler's delivery, where you get that movement, you pitch it in the right area, and Sajjad Murshid had no answers to that. Beautiful delivery to dismiss him. He's gone for a golden duck, 41 for 4.
Arshad to come in and bowl his second over. This is a team hat-trick, remember. And it's going to be Hassan Shah on strike. That's gone up in the air. That's gone way, way high up in the air. And fielder settles under it, and Amjad Gul takes it. A team hat-trick coming in for Prim Heights.
Well, you're right. 3 wickets back to back to back, and Prim Heights are absolutely enjoying their bowling performance here. All the bowlers have come out and are bowling to a plan which Chittagong Kings doesn't have any answer to. They've lost 3 wickets in quick succession. This one was not needed. It's his first delivery. They've lost 2 wickets, but they still managed to go for that big one, and Amjad Gul completes that catch. So another wicket down, half the team back in the dugout. Ehsan Shehzad now will have to walk back. It's 41 for 5.
This has been an excellent performance from the Prim Height bowlers, picking up 5 wickets. Just 5.1 overs. They're on 41. The Kings, they require 58 more runs. That's a good delivery played. It's down towards the mid-off. Will be a single, and Umar Farooq will get off strike and get off the mark as well. He's a very talented batter, Umar Farooq. Let's have a look at that wicket once again. Hassan Shah trying to force it. Doesn't get it from the middle of the bat. That went high in the air and easily done by Amjad Gul. He's a very safe fielder. Takes it quite comfortably at the end. 42 on the board. And Arshad bowls to Imran there. Was way outside off stump. He was looking for a wide. Not called. I think that was a good call. He was leaning into that. So good delivery from Arshad. He's getting the ball to swing. And we're into the 6th over. So that's a sign of a very good bowler. He has the pace as well. And he's bowling to a certain plan that is working for him and the Prim Height. Heaves it down towards long on. Good work there by MSD. And that'll only be a single.
Chasing a target of 99. They are at 43 for the loss of 5. So the game is getting very interesting. .56 more required. It's straight down. Umar can bat as well.
Another single added to the total. So with the kind of runs they require, I think they can afford to get settled down. At the moment, they need around 12 runs and over. One more delivery to go in this over. This has been a very good over so far. 44 for the loss of 5. 3 runs and a wicket in this one. One more delivery to go. And if Imran can produce a boundary here, that'll keep them in the hunt. Plays it down towards wide long on. MSD once again will clear it up. Will only be a single to end the over. So brilliant spell comes to an end from Arshad. He's given away just 15 runs. Picks up a wicket as well. 6 overs done. 45 for the loss of 5. Well, we've got Sports Eye, if you want to catch all the highlights and the content of the A10 Bash. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok in the Middle East and Pakistan. That's where you'll get all the beautiful pictures and the highlights of all the games.
Well, they really have some great content in terms of the reels. They make very interesting reels and stories and some really great content out of the A10. So make sure you follow them on all their social handles.
And you'll probably see us as well. Now change the bowling. It's going to be Amjad Gul. Oh, this is a very brave move. Remember, he's a leg spinner. And leg spinners normally, they are wicket takers, but they need to get into rhythm. So this can be the make or break over for the Kings. And with Imran on strike, expect some big shots to come in. Oh, down the leg side. That's played well. Over the fielder's head, and that'll be a boundary to start this over.
And not a great first ball to be bowling by Amjad Gul. It was down the leg, it was quick and easy for Imran to just guide it behind square. Nicely played for 4 runs. So good start to the over for Chittagong Kings. They need quite a few more boundaries like that, and mostly in this over.
Absolutely, they'll need a lot more of those. 49 on the board. That's gone big, that's gone huge. That's gone for a maximum. A much needed maximum coming from the blade of Imran.
First 2 deliveries and they've got 10 runs of it, chasing a target of 99. Chittagong Kings are back in the hunt, and thanks to some brilliant hitting by Irfan and not so great bowling by Amjad Gul.
Yeah, this is not very good from Amjad. The first one was way down the leg side, and this one in the slot. And Imran, he's too good a batter to miss out on those. So he'll need a very good comeback. Once again, trying to just guide it towards deep third. I think he's better off trying to hit it down towards the covers or the long off and get off strike if he wants to get settled there. That was a good comeback from Amjad Gul. He'll need to do that in the next of the deliveries as well. Short delivery, gets it to turn, slower in the air. Brilliant comeback after being hit for 10 runs on the first 2 deliveries. So 2 more deliveries to go. They're on 55 at the moment. 49 more runs required. They've got 21 deliveries to do that. Amjad Gul once again. Back of length. Plays it towards a backward point and will be a single. 56 on the board. 11 runs off it so far. 43 required of 19 deliveries. And Amjad Gul to come in and bowl his last delivery. He'll have to be careful here. Boundary or a 6 here, and that will really turn the match towards the Kings. Good delivery. Cramping him for room. That one didn't turn. Just went with the arm. Single to end the over. 42 required of the last 3. 57 on the board for the loss of 5.
Right, so 7 overs, 57 for 5, and I think they are going to go for the power play. There you go. The umpire signals it. It's a floating power play, which means the field restrictions will be back on, and that will be an opportunity for Umar and Imran to get some runs. 42 needed of the 3 overs, so 3 overs, 42 definitely possible in this format, but they've lost 5 wickets, so the game is in the balance, I feel. It's for anyone to take.
Yeah, it's a tall task, 42 of the last 3, but these two are certainly capable of that. And I thought in the previous over, Imran missed out. Amjad Gul was under a lot of pressure after being hit for 10 runs in the first 2 deliveries. Didn't use his feet, and that is the reason why I couldn't get many runs. Meanwhile, it's going to be the impressive Irfan, who just gave away 2 runs in 1 over and picked up a wicket as well, who's going to bowl the floating power play over. And he'll have to be careful. He can't give away too many extras here. He'll have to be very careful with his line and length. In he comes. Oh, that's a good delivery. Quick delivery. That runs away towards deep third. Will be a leg by. And that excellent bowling continues from Irfan in this over as well. Meanwhile, Kings are falling behind now. It's a tall task, 41 runs, but I think they'll back themselves to get it done.
Yes, they'll have to score. They'll have to score quickly. Umar can do that. They've got the batting that needs to fire, but that has not happened so far. The 2 men on your screens are the ones you can hear while you see these beautiful pictures. My name is Shoaib Ahmed on the left, and Mohammad Rashid, as always, right.
Yep, not always, but yes, on the right. You look very
Young.
dashing in that blue jacket. And you look very dashing today as well. Trying to match my colors.
Well, I hope we can show our viewers what you're wearing. It's almost like we are twinning today. A single taken.
Yeah, singles are not going to help the Kings.
Yeah, so we're wearing almost the same color. Just that one is younger than the other. One is younger than the other.
Yeah, you can say that.
Well, we fondly call him our senior statesman, the head of the family.
I hope it's not because of the age.
No, it's just the experience that you have.
I'll take that. Thank you.
And I'll take some dinner.
Way down the leg side. Will be a wide and he'll have to re-bowl that delivery, Irfan. He's bowling a brilliant over. A brilliant spell, rather. He's just given away 4 runs so far in his 8 deliveries. And now I think Chittagong Kings, they need to get boundaries of these last 3 deliveries. Omar Farooq on strike. And remember, this is the floating power play over. So they're falling behind. They need to get boundaries. They need them thick and fast. 4 more deliveries to go. That's been heaved towards mid-wicket. They've got protection there, so it'll only be a single. They haven't been able to get boundaries, the Chittagong Kings, and that is proving to be a problem for them.
Yes, 38 needed of 15 deliveries, so they definitely need a few boundaries here, 6s and 4s, and they need to try and put some pressure. But it has been a good comeback from Prim Heights after being hit for those 6 and the 4 in Amjad Gul's over. This has been an excellent spell from Irfan. Just 5 runs conceded in the 9 deliveries that he has bowled. This is absolute gold in the 10-over format. Nicely slashed over point. Nobody's going to stop that. No chance. It's going to cross the ropes. And the hunt continues from Irfan to get to that total as he's hit this one behind point for 4.
Not a very good delivery, but I think that was an excellent shot. Not trying to force it, not trying to overhit it, just placed it. And that's what you need in the floating power play. You need to place those deliveries. Meanwhile, some spectators. Sunil Rana from the Ajman Council. Yasir Marvi on your screens as well. Saqib there. They're waiting for the next game, which will be...
That's going to be Defenders versus Z Games.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. A dinner with a dessert now.
Right, 2 more deliveries. 34 required. That's a good delivery. I think, once again, just missing out. He needed to play it, just caress it through the covers, and he could have gotten a boundary on that delivery.
Yeah, with the kind of pace that Irfan offers, I think it's more about timing and placing it in the gap, especially because this is a smaller ground. So even if you can time the ball well, the ball will cross the ropes. But I think they're trying to hit it too hard, and these spectators are definitely enjoying the game, enjoying what they are watching. People in Ajman have come out in support of this tournament, especially today. And we will see some more people coming out and watching as we get into the weekend.
Oh yeah, and these same spectators were there yesterday as well. They are strong supporters of the Chittagong Kings.
Clearly, I think their origins are from Bangladesh, and hence we know it's a cricket fanatic nation. Absolutely love and enjoy and adore their cricket. Meanwhile, Faizan Khan, he is watching us commentate and learning the tricks of the trade.
You got good delivery. Straight to mid-on. It will be a single to end the over, so 33 required of the last 2 overs.
And somebody just told him what he said.
Realized. Now he's realized that he's on camera. And we'll take him off.
Well, he's definitely a fun guy. Absolutely adore him. 8 overs, 66 for 5. Texila.
Right, then 2 more overs to go. 33 runs required, and it's Imran on strike. It's going to be Meherban to come in and bowl his second over. Just gave away 7 in the first one and picked up a couple of wickets. That played straight to covers. Are they going for the extra run? No. That's a good effort from Amjad Gul at covers. So they're falling behind now. 32 required of 11 deliveries. And this is getting all the more difficult for the Kings. Tried the stumps, missing out, and I thought they could have gone for that second run. Umar just settling for that single. 32 required of 11. The defender side waiting for their turn. That's been played well. Wanted to guide it towards backward point. And a good fielding effort coming in. 1 more run added to the total.
Well, it's almost 3 runs and over from here on. So every ball, they need 3 or more. 31 needed of 10. So they need to score a boundary almost every delivery from here.
There we've got our umpiring panel. Mr. Iftikhar Ali waving to us. He's the match referee. Nadeem Anjum.
That looks close. Big appeal, but I think there's some bat onto it. The umpire moves straight away. So the gentleman.
Yeah, then you've Mr. Iftikhar Ali is the one in the strip shirt. And then we got Mr. Nadeem Anjum with the hat, with the cap. Mr. Umar Farooq right behind him. And Mr. Tehseen as well. So the panel, all eyes vigilant.
Oh, directed would have been game over for Umar Farooq. But instead they'll get 2. That's good running. It was pitching outside leg, hence the umpire said it's not out. A direct hit tried by Meherban, but no backing up, and they get 2.
Yeah, that was a good delivery. Once again, just trying to force that. I think they're not getting the timing right. Would have been curtains for Umar Farooq. 28 required of 8. And this is a brilliant, superb spell from Meherban. Just 10 runs and a couple of wickets. 2 more deliveries to go. In he comes once again. That's been heaved down towards mid-on. Long on, rather. Riaz Khalik will clear it. And 1 more run will be added to the total. 27 of 7 deliveries. This is very difficult. They would need a miracle here now. 72 on the board. 5 wickets down. Oz bowled him. Excellent delivery. What a spell this has been from Mehraban. Picking up 3 wickets on the night and giving away just 11. This was a very, very crucial over. And what a delivery he's produced.
Well, overall, it has been a very impressive performance from Prim Heights. They were taking this side as one of the weaker teams, but they have shown that they have come out to perform and compete and win games. And that is what they are doing here tonight. Mohammad Imran out. Meherban bowls a brilliant spell. It's 72 for 6 after 9.
Right then. Last over, 6 deliveries. 28 runs required. It's going to be Umar Farooq on strike. Naeem will bowl his first over of the game and he'll be bowling the last over. Well, this will be interesting. First delivery, excellent. Look at the celebration. He's picked up a big, big wicket. Umar Farooq trying to go down the ground and hit it, heave it over mid-wicket.
Yeah, that is celebration time for Naeem. And what a way to start off his first ball. Gets that wicket of Umar Farooq. Using his feet, dancing down the track, doesn't get connection. And now that is a wicket for Naeem on the very first ball. So the game getting even more difficult and victory is oh so near for Prim Heights. 72 for 7 as Mohammad Umar walks back. So some family members who've come out to support and watch, and of course the little one enjoying her time or his time out there in the middle. Good to see families coming out to support Rashid.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, what a shot that is meanwhile from Zahid, who's come out and on the very first ball has hit Naeem for a maximum.
Great shot. Not a good delivery. That was back of length coming into the right-hander and Zahid Ali just threw the kitchen sink at it. And he's kept his hopes alive. 22 required of 4 deliveries. They will need a lot more of those. Look at the connection he got. Distance and elevation.
Well, they'll need 4 more of those. 4 and 4, and that should do the trick. Can Zahid do it? Can Zahid create some magic here? Goes for the second one. Hasn't got the distance. And a good save in the end at extra cover. So we'll get 2. But not more.
Yeah, that was a good shot, but doesn't get the connection. He wanted to hit a big one as maximum. Gets it from the bottom of the bat. So a couple of more runs added. This is mathematically not possible. They can get some runs off it. 18 required. That'll be a boundary. So Naeem, if he doesn't bowl any extras or a no ball, they're well and truly winning this game. 15 required of 2 deliveries. That was a good shot down towards backward square. A good little innings coming in from Zahid Ali. So they're making sure that they don't fall back on the net run rate. 2 deliveries, 15 required. Mathematically not possible. Naeem once again. Oh, that's hit well. That'll go for a maximum. Excellent shot from Zahid Ali.
Well, he does have the ability to hit those big sixes, and he's definitely asking for a promotion in the batting order with the kind of hits that he has displayed here. Naeem again, just a half tracker, a poor delivery, and he has launched it towards the cow corner for a 6.
It deserves a promotion in the batting order, certainly. Those are some big blows. Why wasn't he sent up the batting order? Another one! Oh, great shot to end the over. And now they'll ask the question, where was Zahid Ali?
Well, what an over this has been, and what a performance this has been from Zahid. He scores 24 runs in 5 deliveries, and he's just almost got Kings the victory in this game. They have lost by a very small margin of 2 runs. This could have gone either ways, but in the end, I think it's Prim Heights who will be the happier side walking out.
Yeah, much deserved win for Prim Heights. They wanted those 2 points on the table desperately, and a good performance with the ball by all the bowlers of Prim Heights, especially Meherban, who was superb, picked up 3 wickets. He was on the verge of a hat-trick as well. And at the end, that 98 runs proved to be a little too much for a strong Chittagong Kings. So Prim Heights making a statement, and a strong one. Let's have a look at the batting card for the Chittagong Kings. The openers couldn't make a start. 23 of 15 for Amir Hamza. He desperately tried to keep up with the required run rate, but just couldn't really carry on. 21 of 15 for Imran, and nothing sure for the other batters. But I think Zahid Munir, well, he deserves a promotion, definitely. 24 of 5 deliveries. Some big blows at the end from him. And at the end, they just could manage 96. 9 extras helping them to get to 96.
Looking at the bowling, well, 6 bowlers used by Prim Heights, and they've done the job. Almost everybody contributed with the ball in hand. They were very economical and also got wickets when it mattered the most. Riaz Khalik getting a wicket, Irfanullah getting a wicket, Mohammad Arshad also got a wicket to his name, Naeem getting a wicket in that last over, but Meherban Shah, he was the pick of the bowlers for Prim Heights today. Bowled 2 overs, gave away 11 runs and got 3 wickets to his name, definitely breaking that batting order of the opposition.
Yeah, it was a wonderful performance from the Prim Heights bowlers, making sure they kept taking wickets. Let's have a look at the highlights of how this innings panned out. They started off with the spinner. Riaz Khalik started really well, got those big wicket of Usman Khan, and then Ansar Khan was struggling till the very end, till he got out. I thought he wasn't getting the ball to turn. The ball was hurrying on to him and was beaten for pace on many occasions. Riaz Khalik was brought in to bowl his second over as well. Amir Hamza took him for some runs, and he was the pick of the batters, I thought, in the top 3 or 4, got 23 odd runs. But I think they kept taking wickets at the regular intervals, which is why they couldn't keep up with the required run rate. Meherban, he was on the verge of a hat-trick on one occasion. They did get a team hat-trick, but it wasn't Meherban who picked up those 3 wickets. The batters of Chittagong Kings, well, they looked out of sort against the bowlers of Prim Heights, who did a wonderful job. Naeem came in to bowl the last over, did a good job, but Zahid Munir, well, that man needs a promotion, definitely. He hit some big blows at the end, but just couldn't get his team over the line. They lost by a narrow margin of just 2 runs. So I think there will be a lot of questions of where those 2 runs could have been stopped. Some brilliant performance from Prim Heights. You can't take anything away from them. That's the match summary then. Prim Heights getting to 98 for the loss of 4 in their 10 overs. 39 of 28 for Amjad Khan. He was the pick of the batters. Saqib Khan 31 of 15. Mohammad Muib for Chittagong Kings picked up a wicket. Tariq Mahmood was amongst the wickets as well. And Zahid Munir, he picked up a wicket too. Chittagong Kings in reply could only muster 96 in their 10 overs. Zahid Munir was the main scorer for them. He came down at number 9, scored 24 of 5. Amir Hamza 23 of 15. But Meherban Shah, what an effort he had with the ball. 3 wickets for him, just 11 runs given away. Irfanullah and Mohammad Arshad picked up a wicket as well. At the end, Prim Heights winning this game by 2 runs and getting those 2 important points on the table. Well, we'll head into a short break, and when we come back, it's going to be the post-match presentation with Faizan Khan.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 11. This was between Chittagong Kings and Prim Heights. And Prim Heights pipped the Chittagong Kings by just 2 runs. It was a very exciting game, and there were some exciting bowling performances in this game. And we have a bowler who's the player of the match to be given away by the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar, who's alongside with me here in the presentation. And the player of the match for his spirited bowling performance is Meherban Shah Afridi. Meherban, please come and collect your award from the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar. Meherban bowled 2 overs, gave away 11 runs and picked up 3 wickets at 5.5 runs per over in a game where 98 runs were scored. Meherban, कमाल की गेंदबाजी आपने कराई है आज.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. जिस तरह हमने कप्तान ने जिस टाइम पे मुझे भेजा ना, वो टाइम हमारे लिए अच्छा था. बस अल्लाह के फजल से हमने उधर ही परफॉर्मेंस दिया.
लगा था जब 98 रन बने थे कि आपकी टीम इस तरह से जीत पाएगी.
या मुश्किल था, लेकिन अल्लाह के फजल से कुछ भी नामुमकिन नहीं. जिस तरह हमने अल्लाह ने चांस दिया ना, बस उससे हम खेल ले.
आगे आने वाले मैचेस के लिए भी ऑल द बेस्ट.
इंशाल्लाह. शुक्र.
Thank you so much, Meherban. Well, that was Meherban. He is the player of the match today. There's going to be another game in just a bit. We will be back. Right now, it's time to go into a break here.